Hey, I'm Amber. Have you guys ever heard the saying that no one shall create an idol for him or herself? This story is pretty much similar to the meaning of this phrase. Together with my BFF, I created a special list that almost ruined our longtime friendship. Everything started so long ago I can barely remember how. It was when Ginny and I were little girls, you know. We have always been so similar to each other, like two parts of one soul, literally. Even our families look similar. I mean, both of us were raised by single moms. This was probably the main reason we had for creating the list. The thing is, our moms had dated men from time to time. Unfortunately, none of them stayed around, like, forever. But this experience led us to come up with a certain number of qualities which, in our opinion, a real man should inevitably possess. Let me be more specific. If a John Doe was way too ugly or short, he definitely wouldn't fit on the list. Taking care of what he looks like is important but not crucial. And he certainly has to love animals, preferably dogs. There were many other things like this, and this list was our shared secret that no one should ever know about. Anyway, as we've gotten older, the list has also gotten longer. And now its latest version consists of 26 obligatory musts for a Prince Charming. Ginny and I were sure that these perfect men existed somewhere on the planet, and we said that neither of us would ever date a guy who missed even a single point from this list. Once we were asked on a double date. I met a guy on the internet, and he was so excited to meet me that he asked whether I had a girlfriend for his friend to hang out with. His name was Tim. When I saw him in real life, he was even more handsome than in his photo, and after we talked for a while, I found out that he totally, completely corresponded to the list. Ginny was not that lucky with her date. Tim's friend Eric was a total disaster, and he was 100% opposite of Tim. He was rude and had a really inappropriate sense of humor. They were so different that I couldn't help but wonder how the two of them ever became friends. As you might have guessed, our first date ended up with me and my perfect Tim starting our perfect relationship, while Ginny couldn't stand Eric's temper and personality. I remember how once when the four of us decided to go out to the movies, Tim suggested that we, the girls, pick out the perfect film. He's a gentleman, you see. But Eric began complaining that he had seen too many girly movies already and insisted on us watching a horror movie. I didn't mind actually because I like that stuff, but Ginny does not. So she spent the entire movie with her eyes shut, having a terrible time. I knew she was only doing this for me because I begged her not to leave me alone with the guys. I really wanted the four of us to hang out together all the time. But later that night, Ginny said this was the last time she'd go out with Eric. Eric, on the other hand, continued to accompany Tim and I wherever we went. I didn't mind at first because I was still spending time with my boyfriend, but gradually he was becoming really annoying. You see, he was still single and didn't bother with things like being polite or behaving according to the situation we were in or even acknowledging that I was with them. He'd try to hook up girls while I was like, "Hello, I'm still here with my boyfriend." At some point, I asked Tim whether it was really necessary to have Eric with us all the time. Tim said that he just felt bad for his friend since he had found his true love and Eric did not. That's why I should be more tolerant and supportive of Eric. But he promised to talk to him and ask Eric to behave a little more appropriately. Eric really didn't like that and accused me of being selfish. That's when a slight tension appeared between the two of us. The turning point in this entire story finally came one night. Tim was having a huge party because it was his 18th birthday. I came together with Ginny and we arrived a little bit late. At first, when I couldn't find Tim anywhere, I thought he might have been busy with birthday stuff. But then I saw him being congratulated by a bunch of girls. There were plenty of girls, by the way. And when I saw him letting them kiss him and hug him while he was smiling at them, I felt this flame of jealousy burning inside me. I couldn't even control my actions, and I just walked up to Tim and started angrily yelling something at him. I said that he shouldn't have been that flirty with every girl around since he had me to be flirty with. And when I saw a nasty smile on Eric's face, I began accusing him of trying to ruin our relationship and get rid of me. All the way through, Ginny was trying to calm me down, but I couldn't help myself. And then I did something I immediately regretted. I don't know why, but Ginny's words made me really irritated, So in the heat of the moment, I told her that if she had such a perfect guy that totally corresponded to the list, I'd also be jealous of him. That was it. I said it so loudly that everything seemed to have gone silent. Geez, everybody heard what I said. Ginny turned and ran away. I knew she was super angry at me for being over-emotional and for telling our secret. I told you they were weird, I heard Eric say to Tim. I knew I'd screwed everything up. Of course, I would have also left the party immediately, but Tim wanted an explanation about the list. I had to tell him, it was his birthday and he'd already heard enough to figure things out on his own. He said that he no longer wanted to be in our relationship and that I needed to leave. I was humiliated and embarrassed, and I felt like I'd lost the most important person in my life. And I'm not talking about Tim. Even though he fulfilled the list and was really close to being a Prince Charming, Ginny was the one I was afraid to lose. What should I do, guys? Ginny has refused to talk to me since this happened, but I really need a chance to apologize to her. Would you mind giving this video a like and sharing it with everybody? Maybe Ginny will find out how sorry I am.